Welcome. This is the review for test 5-1 for academic. So let's see what we need to know in order to be successful. Pencils cost 55 cents each. Pack of pencil costs $11. Which equation can be used to find P, the number of pencils in one pack? All right, let's think. What type of relationship is this? If one pencil costs 55 cents, two pencils will cost $1.10, three pencil would cost $1.65. So what is that relationship? Is it adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? It's a multiplying relationship. So how do you write it as a multiplying relationship? Well, you multiply 55 cents times the number of pencil. This is showing a multiplying relationship right here. That's why it's A. Tickets cost sales at the movie theater need to total at least $7,425 each week for the theater to make a profit. Movie tickets cost $675 each. Which of the following can be used to find T, the number of tickets the theater must sell each week? So what does the word at least mean? If it is the lowest amount of money they make, which is $7,425, can they make more? Yes. So at least means greater than or equal to. So I know it can't be B. This means more than. This symbol means less than or equal to. So C is the only one that makes sense. So which number line correctly represents the possible values of n? So we have to, this is a multiplying relationship. So you have to divide both sides by what? Negative 12. Cancel. What is 36 divided by negative 12? Negative 3. Well, if you look here, this doesn't say negative 3. This doesn't. This doesn't. That's why C. But why did they flip it around? Do you remember why? Whenever you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number, you have to flip the sign around. So now it says n is less than equal to negative 3. Why is it a closed dot? Whenever it's equal to something, you have to close the dot up. So when does the inequality sign flip? Whenever you're multiplying or dividing by a negative number. Number 5. So now I have this inequality. Which of these story will match it? But before I look at the story, let's look at it. I have $22. I'm adding X to it. This symbols means more or equal to $65. So this Alyssa bought jeans for $22. Some shirt costs equal $6. Let's say equal, but it has to say more equal to. Let's look at B. Alyssa's going to shop. Is going shopping. She buys a pair of jeans that costs $22 and then some t-shirt. She has at most. The word at most means it's the most she'll pay. She's not going to pay any more than that. So it's less than or equal to. Alyssa's going shopping. She is buying a pair of jeans for $22 and some t-shirt, and now she has. That means she's equal to 65. That's all she has. So no, D must be it. Oh, at least again. So what does at least mean again? It's the lowest money she has. So she can't get any lower, so she has to have greater or equal to. And that is the sign for that. Number 6, which of these is the same as saying 5.5 times x equals 22? A plant grew 22 inches every 5.5 months during a science experiment. How many inches was the plant at the end of the science experiment? So it grew 22 inches every 5.5 months. Maybe, but let's look at B. A plant grew 5.5 inches each month. Now the plant is 22 inches tall. So in 1 month it grew 5. So if I made a table right here, in 1 month it grew 5.5. In 2 months it grew 11. In 3 months it grew 16.5. What is the relationship here? Multiplying. That's why B is the only one that makes sense. Number 7, solve for x. If I divide both numbers by negative 3, cancel. You have negative 21 divided by negative 3 is just 7. Well, I know it can't be A or D, so it's 7. Are we going to flip this or not? Yes. Whenever you're multiplying or dividing by a negative, you got to flip the sign around. That's why C is the answer. Number 8. The length of a line segment x increase by 8.5 units is greater than 24.3. What are the possible values? So here is the inequality. So if I want to isolate x, I have to subtract 8.5 from both sides. Cancel. 24.3 minus 8.5 is 15.8. So I know A, B, C's out. And that's the only one that has 15.8 in it. So if I wanted to graph this, is it going to be open dot or closed dot? Because it has an equal sign, it has to be a closed dot. This symbol means more than, so I had to highlight right. Number 9, the model below represent x minus 3. What is the value of x in this stuff? Oh, so I have x minus 3 equal 6. Some people like turning the model into an equation, then they solve from there. Add 3 to both sides, cancel, x equals 9. Or some people like using the model. How do you cancel out these 3 negative, 3 positive, cancel, cancel, cancel? And how many positives do you have here? 9 positive. Number 10, please solve this. So how do I undo a dividing 4? With multiplication. So I multiply both sides by 4, cancel, x equals negative 12. And number 11, so I solve this. So I subtract 15 from both sides, cancel. 27 minus 15 is 11. So I have this right here. Graph on the number line. We always like putting the n on the left side. Is n facing the left side or the greater side? This side is smaller. So another way to say 11 is greater than n is less than 11. So it is an open dot, and you highlight the numbers that are less. And which numbers are less? 2, 8, and 10. 13 is more, 15 is more, but 11 is not less. That's the same thing. So that's why C is the only one that makes sense. Number 12, can you solve this inequality? You add 256.52 to both sides. If you add 29 to 256.52, it's this. So which of the following lists the amount of money she could have started? What is n has to be more than this? So which number is more than 285? Nope. This is exactly, nope, nope. A is more than. And that is it. So I would like to, so again, the main thing is when you're multiplying, dividing by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. All right?